bad. Yeah. Fight Club? Don't know anything about it. Here's the last place. Bottom of the barrel. Salvation Army. Thinking of buying a pram for your son?
No, for my dog.
For your dog. Your real son. Whoa. That price. Remember I bought one of these, or was going to buy one before? It had a Digimon license. It's Superman person. I think that's from the Death of Superman. Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure a few people know by now. The people watching these videos.
I can't believe it. I just realised all these rights come out of Kinder Surprises.
Coming out of what?
They're the toys from Kinder Surprises. Someone has made them all and now they've gotten rid of them.
10 cents each. Someone wants to get the entire set of them.
Me cat.
It's really cool. Huh. And they have a Tamagotchi over here for $4. Sure, that's $16 of Tamagotchi. Random Game Boy game. Sheep. Always wanted to buy a Battle of the Sexes thing.
I don't know what kind of game it is.
I don't know what kind of board game it is though.
Is it person?
Avoiding making eye contact with a mannequin because you think it's a person. That's when you know you're socially awkward. There's a difference. What is it?
Nikki Webster.
I just have a massive crush on Nikki Webster.
Oh, she was hot in 2000.
Wasn't she like... How old was she in the year 2000?
12.
Exactly. To be fair, I was 5.
They made it. What? You were 5?
Yeah.
I just realized how old I am. How was I?
Sucker being 8. Go back to the old age home. Hey guys, welcome back to the Siggo of my house, bidding you welcome to video game pickups. I'm not sure what I'm going to call this one, but it's going to be something along the lines of Logan's run into the thrift stores, so you'll get it after I explain it. I went to a place called Logan, which is outside of Brisbane, and I've been there twice before, and I've always walked away with great stuff. And this time was no exception, but at the beginning of the video, I just thought I'd show you my kind of a collection thing of games that I'm looking out for at the moment. And these are Wii games to find and buy, so as you see, I've gotten a couple of them so far. If you have any of these games, please let me know. I would be happy to trade for them. English copies preferably. But I can play it on any kind of Wii because I have like a region modding disc theme that lets you play American and other kind of games other than PAL, so those are the Wii games I'm looking for, and we'll get into the pickups. Yeah. Don't mind me, I'm just going to scoot around during this video. I can't be bothered standing. First thing I found, the plan was to meet up at 10 AM with the driver and a friend of mine. Well, the driver is a friend of mine, plus another friend of mine, but The other friend of mine didn't end up turning up. They decided to sleep in. So while I was waiting for the driver, the other friend, I decided to head into Cash Converters, and I got some footage in there, and he saw me grabbing this. And I've been practicing printing out covers for stuff like this, so I'm going to be printing out a cover for this. It is wrap for the wrapper for the PlayStation 2 for whatever reason. It looks like it's in a Nintendo Wii case, but who knows? Who knows why? There's the disc. Very good deal. This was only $2. It says $3 there, but the guy at the counter discounted it for me, so that was very nice of him. He also buffed the disc in front of me because it had a... I mean, you can't even see it, it's so minor, but it had like a ring going around it, so he decided to clean it, and that's very cool. No other Cash Converters will clean something in front of you, so that's very nice of him to do. That was only $2, so from there, I met up with the driver at the Logan, no, the Beanley train station, and she took me all around Logan, looking for video games and stuff that she buys, I guess. Who knows what she buys? She buys random knickknacks at op shops, while I go in to find specific items, like video games, movies, stuff like that. And well, actually, the first place... ah, crap, I'm missing something. The first place we went was an Endeavor op shop, where the things are everything's kind of pricey in there, because for some reason they pay their employees, which I don't think that happens in any other op shop franchise in Australia, but they pay their employees. I don't know, that's unheard of to me. I have never heard of an op shop or a thrift store paying their employees, not within the bounds of Australia at least. So everything's always a bit pricey in there, and I only picked up one thing. I was going to pick up a skateboard controller in there. It was for PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2. It was in the box, and it was really cool looking. And it was $7.50, and when I took it up to the counter, it was an awkward moment, because the lady that was serving me at the counter stood there for like 20 seconds, and I asked, is anything wrong? And she says, that's underpriced. That's supposed to be $17.50, and I'm like, what? And it was back and forth, and eventually I just said, look, I'd like to pay the sticker price. I would like to pay what's on the sticker. And she said, how about $10? I'm like, I don't need it for $10, I'll put it back. And I did, so they lost out on some money. Their loss, I guess. But no sour grapes or anything. I mean, if they don't want to sell something cheaply, that's their prerogative, I guess. I don't know. It left me a little bit irked, but not enough to badmouth them or anything. But the next place I went to, and I'm glad I didn't spend the $7.50 there, because the $7.50 ended up going to this place, which was fantastic. It was on a Monday, so for whatever reason, they were having 50% off everything, and it was in an awesome rundown kind of shopping center. The only two places still open was this op shop and a chemist and a medical practitioner's. And I just thought it was really cool. I've never been down to a broken down op shop, to a broken down shopping center before, so that was a good first experience for me. Apparently the place used to be a booming place, but over time people just stopped going there because there were better options available. There's actually a shopping center literally across the street from it, so that's probably what put them out of business. But this op shop, it survived all that time, and I ended up finding some really good stuff, some stuff that's probably been there for years. And I imagine it's the kind of place that unless you know it exists, you're not going to be able to find it, because I found no mention of this place online. I found no mention of it on a map. I had to trust my driver that she was actually taking me to an op shop and not taking me to be murdered somewhere, so from there, first things I found were these two PlayStation 2 games. They're marked 4 each, but because it was 50% off, ended up getting them for 2 each. Stock Car Crash, that's one for the Midas collection. Nice and complete there. Good to get. And Need for Speed Underground 2. Again, nice and complete. I can easily sell that, because I already have a copy in my collection. Then I found this guy. Can I find him or what? I mean, I want to say this is copy number 6 for me. In the past 2 years of Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, I have now found it on every system it was ever released for, unless there's a Mac release or something. So that's very cool, and it was only $2. I will be keeping this in my own personal collection. Whew. Very cool. Also found a few Nintendo GameCube games. These were $2 each as well. I found FIFA Football 2004 and Cars, both of which are complete. Both of the discs have some scratching, but I have tested them, they both work. If anybody wants those two, just tell me. But, do take notice that one of their cases will be going to this guy right here. And this is my first successful printout of a label. Unfortunately, it wasn't on gloss paper, and it's in black and white, so I will be printing out a color one for it. It was hard to find this, and I only found it because when I took everything I wanted up to the counter, nothing had the disc in it. So they had a tray or something, like a basket, with every disc for everything in the store they had. And as they were looking through stuff, I kind of spotted out of the corner of my eye, Pikmin. Hold on, guys, I'm getting a phone call. I really need to be sending out messages to people who call me, telling them I'm filming, so... sorry for that interruption. Where was I? Pikmin. They brought out a basket worth of just discs and were digging through them, and they were in there for like 15 to 20 minutes trying to find all of my stuff. Someone had put all of the games under their actual name, so Playboy was under Playboy, Cars was under Cars, Cars was under C, I mean. Instead of what they said was a standard thing of just putting all of the games under the title PlayStation, so... was there for a little while, but ended up finding some stuff that I didn't find in that initial thing, because I only found those 5, originally. And while walking around the store while they were looking, I also found this PlayStation 1 controller. I'm always in the market to get a PlayStation 1 controller that I don't have. A Bayform X-Wing, this guy was called. I believe they also released PC controllers like this. Like, really similar to this design. Probably won't use that a whole lot, though. I have better controllers. They also pulled out discs for the game Pikmin, thinking it was for one of those two. And it was funny, just, they didn't know what a GameCube disc was, so they just kept calling them the little discs. And I thought that was funny, and I just started calling them that myself, because that's easier. And they said, if you can find it on the shelves, we'll happily give it to you. This did not have a cover of any kind. So after a while, it was just me looking through all of the covers until I eventually opened one up, and found the Pikmin manual in here. In a just standard DVD case, but I ended up getting Pikmin. Very, very cool game. Yeah, it has some scratches, but not a whole lot. I seem to find GameCube games have a lot of scratches. That's one of the reasons I don't really like GameCube games. There's a lot of reasons. But, never tried Pikmin in my life. Will it be good? Will it be bad? Who knows? Also, they were digging through and found a copy of Playboy the Mansion, and I quickly went over to the area where they keep all of their DVDs and whatnot, and quickly found that. I gave my other copy to Grubgun, so it's good to get another one. And this one is actually in working condition. And Grubgun, no.